Hey, I'm Tommy Osim, and I'm here to rank all of the Mario Karts. I decided that I wanted to take all the Mario Karts that we all know and love and rank them. Yes, these are all the Mario Karts that we know and love. These are not the Mario Karts we all know and love. None of these, no. We're not ranking these. Just throwing that out there. Mario Kart 8 is on there because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is superior, and Mario Kart Tour is an app and it's garbage. So there's the chart. All right, so I made this chart, and this chart is gonna help us decide which Mario Kart is supremely the best for mathematically. So we're gonna start with the courses section of the chart. Yes, of course, that's why it's lit up in green. Now, before we get into that, there is one thing I have to mention. It's this little thing called Super Mario Kart. It has some kind of bad courses, like these. Mainly, it takes an idea, like the Mario Circuit courses or the Donut Plains courses, and it just numbers them. So because that's what they do, I'm just gonna give them a straight up 2 points for each original course. That's each of them, not counting the extra numbers that they add. It doesn't, like, they could be good courses, like, oh, I like SNES Valley Ghost Plains, or like SNES Ghost Valley 2 or whatever. I don't know the courses. I just know that some of them are blah, and most of them are just duplicates. So we're just gonna give them a clean 2 points, giving Super Mario Kart a 16 points right off the bat in courses. We'll come to that later. But just to start it off, now we're gonna choose 3 courses from each Mario Kart. Now these courses are mainly opinion based. I mean, a lot of them are objectively like, oh, this is, pretty good course. I mean, come on. So we're just gonna take 3 courses from each Mario Kart and we're gonna rank them. So starting from Mario Kart 64, the 3 courses that we're choosing, we're going off of memorability, like, oh, well, when I think of Mario Kart 64, what do I think of? Or like enjoyment, originality. Is this like, does this bring something new? Is it fun? Yeah, it's fun. All right. So the 3 courses we're taking from Mario Kart 64 are Yoshi Valley, Bowser's Castle in 64, and Wario Stadium. Now this is based on, originality. Like I said, I'm not going to explain myself too much besides the fact that these courses are fun, original, So moving on to Mario Kart Super Circuit, which yes, did come out after Mario Kart 64, despite what some of the courses might make you think. So for this one, I've only played Mario Kart Super Circuit like once through every course. So I took, mainly most of the choices are based on, what I thought of the remakes. But I did take one original course from them that hasn't gotten a remake, and I actually think it should, and that course is called Sunset Wilds. It's fun. Over time, the sun goes down. It's really fun. Shy Guys can jump out at you. It was just really fun for me, and surprising to me that this enjoyable course was on the Game Boy that hasn't gotten remade yet, and I think it really should be. And now the other 2 are Sky Gardens and Bowser Castle 3. You can't really tell based on the picture because for some reason Super Circuit has weird pictures, but yeah, that's Bowser Castle 3, which got remade onto the Wii and made arguably my favorite course that was on the Wii. I'm afraid that Double Dash is the most controversial. Double Dash, a lot of people just agree is the best Mario Kart just because of, a lot of people liking GameCube stuff. I don't know. GameCube was like the best console. I don't know why anyone is even trying to make a better console. But the 3 courses that I chose are DK Mountain, Yoshi Circuit, and Waluigi Stadium. All these courses have gotten remade, which is definitely, you know, a reason of their goodness. Like Nintendo even knows, hey, this course is pretty good, we should remake it. Yoshi Circuit has gotten remade twice, but yeah, they're just good courses. I really like the Yoshi one because it's shaped like a Yoshi. Double Dash is not the one that I've played the most of, but that's not going to affect how it ranks anywhere on this list. Strictly math, y'all. Next up, we got Mario Kart DS. I'm gonna try not to take too long deciding these. We got Tick Tock Clock, great course. It was a Mario Kart course made out of a Super Mario 64 world, which is just awesome to me. Airship Fortress. Oh my goodness, is that what it's called? As soon as I looked at the picture, I'm like, yeah, Airship Fortress. Yeah, it's I'm just offended that this got remade on the 3DS. I want to play it on anything but the 3DS. And Waluigi Pinball, another one that got remade on the 3DS. We need to bring these to the better consoles. Oh, this is me dissing the 3DS already. Waluigi Pinball is here because of the music a lot. The course is great, don't get me wrong, but I do love the music. Airship Fortress has originality, and Tick Tock Clock is just like, I just really like Tick Tock Clock. Leave me alone. So for the Wii, we got Koopa Cape, DK Summit, and Grumble Volcano. This might spark some people not liking certain courses. I like Grumble Volcano because it changes over time. I really like those courses that change over time. Those are fun. DK Summit just seems, you know, chill. And not just because it's a snow course. No, because it's just a fun course. You got the ramps. It's one of the most memorable courses from Wii for me. Whenever I think of Wii, I immediately think of, you know, either DK Summit or Koopa Cape, which is also pretty great. Koopa Cape. Now, I almost put Toad's Factory on here just because of my sheer favoritism over it, but I would have had to replace Koopa Cape, and I know a lot of people would hate me if I did that, so I put Koopa Cape here anyway. I know I'm the only person in the world who loves Toad's Factory, but yeah, Koopa Cape is here. Next up is Mario Kart 7. We got Music Park. I'm trying to figure out what these courses are based on the pictures. I made this like a while ago, this slideshow. Wario Shipyard and the Rainbow Road. Now let me just spoil stuff for you. This is the only Rainbow Road that made the cut. And that says something, because I actually really liked this Rainbow Road. It was very unique. Yes. That's all I have to say about that. Rainbow Road is here. Deal with it. Wario Shipyard is cool. I like it. Music Park is great. I like the music in Music Park, ironically. But yeah, they're all really solid courses. 3DS is not my favorite Mario Kart, so picking the favorite courses was kind of hard, but it wasn't too hard. It's okay. Everything's fine. Moving on to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now this does include the DLC of certain extra courses, which will be represented by one of the choices. I think it's this one. No, it's Mount Wario. Mount Wario's here. Yes, Mount Wario. It's pretty good. And Big Blue. And Excitebike Arena. Yes, I think there's two courses here that are from DLC. I think Big Blue and Excitebike Arena are both from DLC. But whatever, you know. I mean, they're both great. All these courses are pretty good. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe doesn't have the most good original courses in my opinion. A lot of them are just bleh. Now, some of them are pretty good. Like the Animal Crossing one, don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool. The Legend of Zelda one is pretty cool. I just have a personal problem with these things being in my Mario Kart. What are they doing here? Ooh, make a Zelda kart or something, or make Nintendo kart. Just get these random folks out of here. What is Inkling doing here? Ugh. That's just me though. Mount Wario is still great. Big Blue is awesome. And that's the other thing. Big Blue is great. Excitebike Arena. Those are from two other games. I have no problem with those. Why isn't Captain Falcon playable? Why don't we just make another Captain Falcon game? Come on. Anyway, we're moving on to ranking all these courses. This will be representing the games in the courses bracket. And coming in at the 21st best course, it's Excitebike Arena. I put it down. It's whatever. A lot of these can be interchanged between these other places on this page. I'd say there's like a 4 space difference. Like Excitebike Arena could be the 21st best or maybe the 17th best, but I put it in 21st just based on, you know, it's short, it's small, it doesn't have much going for it, but it accomplishes what it has to do, and besides, it made it on the list at all. DK Summit is here. Sunset Wilds, it didn't get a remake. If it gets a remake, maybe it like will get some extra redemption, I mean, but still, it's here at least. Waluigi Stadium is here. 17th is Wario Shipyard, Wario Stadium, yeah, Waluigi, Wario, and then Yoshi Circuit is here. Yes, they got remade twice, once on the DS, and then once again in a DLC pack of the Deluxe. Sky Garden, Mount Wario, I think are getting out all the Wario ones. Did I do that? I don't even remember. Music Park, Big Blue, and Waluigi Pinball. Now, yeah, I think I just got rid of all the Wario and Waluigi courses in here. Waluigi Pinball almost made it in the top 9, but, you know, it's number 10. Come on, guys. Don't get mad at me. I know a few people who just love Waluigi Pinball, but I don't know. It's great. It's here. Come on, guys. Don't yell at me. Moving on to the top, I don't know, 9 up to number 4. Koopa Cape, I dropped it. Deal with it. Rainbow Road from the 3DS. It made it this far. N64 Bowser's Castle, a great course. I love this course. DK Mountain, great course. Come on, guys. Number 5 is Airship Fortress. Some of you might thought this one made it in the top 3. It barely did. It almost did. And Bowser Castle 3. Yes, I might have said this was like my favorite course from the Wii, but it's only top 4. Now we're in the top 3, coming in 3rd place. Grumble Volcano. Yes, I changed my mind about my favorite Wii course. Yeah, Grumble Volcano. It got a remake, and it just, you know, it's the same course, but cool. It's still cool. I still like it. I'm just glad that I get to keep playing this course. If they remade it again, I would not complain. Well, maybe I would if they remade it like right away on like the next main console Mario Kart, like right away. They were all like, "Hey, Grumble Volcano, it's back again and nothing's changed." Like I'd be kind of upset. You know, because there's some other courses that deserve to be remade. Cough cough, Wario Stadium. Number 2 is Yoshi Valley. Yoshi Valley was definitely a contender for number 1. I'm not even gonna I'm just gonna reveal number 1. It's TikTok Clock. You guys probably figured it out based on how it wasn't back there a while ago. And funnily enough, all 3 of these courses were remade onto Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now that was a coincidence, because when I originally made this list, I was all like, okay, the top 5, and I made the top 5, and then I organized them based on my enjoyment. And then the top 3 ended up being these 3. But yeah, Yoshi Valley is just so original, with the like question mark place, like, oh, I don't know what place I'm in, which was the way they did it at the N64 with the giant egg. They shrunk the egg and they got rid of question mark places for the remake, which is kind of bothersome to me because the egg wasn't even that much of an obstacle, but still, it's fine. Maybe that's why this one didn't make number 1, but TikTok Clock is just so much fun. Whenever I see Mario Kart DS or TikTok Clock in general, I just get happy, you know? Like, come on, guys. Now, this is where the point system comes into place. I ranked them in reverse, so the one that took first gets 21 points, and the one that took 21st place gets 1 point. And that adds up with all the other points from their games for the total into the courses section. Now, remember that 16 that Super Mario Kart got? It's right there. Now, Mario Kart DS has taken a commanding lead in points here with 50 points. we're gonna go over the battle section now. Now, battle, first of all, there are different modes to battle, which include the free-for-all balloon battle, the team balloon battle, which, yes, we are counting these differently, the shine runners, which, not to be confused with shine thief, shine runners was only in DS, and I think it was later replaced with coin runners. And then there's also Bomb Blast and Renegade Roundup. Now, Shine Thief and Bomb Blast were from the GameCube, and Coin Runners I think originated in the Wii, and Renegade Roundup originated in the Wii U. So each mode is going to get a point value. Like Balloon Battle Free-For-All gets 5 points to that game. Any game that has Balloon Battle Free-For-All, which is every game except for Mario Kart Wii, will get 5 points based on having that. Now, any game that has any of these other modes will also get whatever point value is assigned to those. So Team Balloon Battle gets 2 points. Shine Runners get 5. Shine Thief gets 2. Coin Runners gets 1 because it's kinda lame. Bomb Blast gets 3. And Renegade Roundup gets 4. Now, these points can be kind of argued like, oh, they're kind of, objective, and yes, they kind of are, but honestly, Balloon Battle Free-for-All is the OG, the original, solid 5 points. Team Balloon Battle is different, it's kind of fun, but I couldn't just give it another 5 points, because that would really wreck Wii. So I just gave it 2 points, just for existing, you know. If they have the option to switch to Team, then they get another 2 points. Shine Runners gets 5 points because it was really enjoyable on the DS. It has an elimination mode where there's a little timer counting down, and if you can't get a shine in that allotted time, whoever has the least amount is eliminated. It was a very original concept, and it was very enjoyable, but never brought back, so I had to give it a solid 5 points. Shine Thief can sometimes go on for too long, and sometimes reaches a point where it's just blech, so I gave it a 2 points. You know, it's still more fun than Coin Runners. But Bomb Blast is just hectic and fun. I mean, 3 points seems reasonable. I mean, you're just bombing each other for points sometimes, like, come on. Coin Runners is boring. So 1 point. I don't think I have to explain myself too much more. There's just a bunch of coins, and you gotta get the most coins. Renegade Roundup is really enjoyable, usually with multiple people, sometimes by yourself, usually not by yourself. But it is very fun, so a solid 4 points. So all of these games have Balloon Battle Free-for-All. All of these games have the option to do Team. These 2 games have Shine Thief. These 2 games have Bomb Battle, or yeah, Bomb Blast, that's what it's called, yeah. This is the only game with Shine Runners. These are the only games with Coin Runners. And this is the only game with Renegade Roundup. Now you might notice that one game has a surplus on these. Now that doesn't mean that it's gonna win overall, because we still have to go over courses. So I took 1 course from each game to represent all battle courses for their game. I took 1 course, the most enjoyable, the most memorable from each game. And then I ranked them. 2 points for Battle Course 4, 4 points for Battle Course 2, 6 points for Funky Stadium, 8 points for Luigi's Mansion, 10 points for Woohoo Town, 12 points for Dragon Palace, 14 points for Twilight House, and 16 points for Block Fort. Because it's simple, it's not too hard to get around. Luigi's Mansion seemed fun, but also kind of confusing, trying to figure out where everyone else is. If you want to screen peek on your friends, which you probably will end up doing. Funky Stadium seems rough. Woohoo Town's pretty fun. That's why it went up there. I'm like individually picking them out. You know, I thought I was gonna make this a professional video, but then I was like, I'm not a professional person. I don't even care. I'm just gonna make a normal video, like whatever. Dragon Palace is fun. You can screen peek on others, be all like, oh, are they inside the palace or on the outside? And then you can figure out where they are. Block Fort is the supreme one because I was like, oh, if you screen peek on the others, you can be like, oh, are they in the yellow? Are they by the yellow fort? Or are they by the red fort? Or are they by the blue fort? And it's easy to find. Other games have tried to do this, like we did Block Party or whatever, or GameCube also did Block something. It just doesn't work. Block Fort is where it's at. And Twilight House is up high because it's just simple and fun and you can fall off, and I like courses where you can fall off. It was the only one on here that you could fall off of, I think. Well, Battle Course 2 has lava, but you know, whatever. It's still Battle Course 2 from the Game Boy Advance. But now we'll take those points and we'll add them up from the courses and the modes, and we'll get a total. So past Tommy's an idiot. I'm currently editing this right now, but the reason the battle scores look so small compared to what the points were shown earlier were is because I think I cut them up because I didn't want battle to basically decide who won, because battle's not as important of a mode as, you know, just normal courses are when it comes to Mario Kart. So that's why the battle scores look so small compared to what they were represented as earlier, because I didn't want them to overwhelm the chart. So yeah. And now we're moving on to characters. We're gonna like steamroll some of these. We don't have to go into a whole spiel about them. So characters, I took the number of characters. Oh, what? There was a spin there? Okay, now there's a spin there. I took the number of characters and I cut it in half for each game so that characters wouldn't be like an overwhelming point value. And we ended up with some decimal points, but I think I'm gonna iron those out later. And then moving on to items, let's do another flip apparently. Woo! Alright, items. For some reason Mario Kart 8 Deluxe just has the most. And now for player points, this is how many people can play based on just one console. Based on one game. Now, Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 7 are the only ones that are able to be played with 8 people as the maximum amount of people. Using just one game, you can do a DS download play on the DS or the 3DS, and then you can get 8 people. And some might argue that you can do Double Dash with 8 people, but you can't because you need a second game. Now there's also online features and stuff, but we're not counting that. We're using one game. We're basing it off of how many people can play off of just one game. And now we're moving on to some fun categories: retro points and lonely points. Retro points are points earned based on if a course gets remade in the future, I gave that game 1 point for having a course get remade. So since Nintendo acknowledges that some of these courses are good, I'm just gonna reveal which courses got remade on which console. So for the DS in Super Mario Kart, these courses, I don't know the names of these courses, I just know that they got remade, okay? And then on the Wii, they got 2 courses remade. Mario Kart 7 remade 2 courses, as well as the Wii. They both remade 2 courses. One of them being the Rainbow Road, and the other one being one of those Mario circuits. One of them. And then Mario Kart 8 plus Deluxe remade 2 courses as well. So SNES didn't get that much love, but it got a good amount of love, so it's okay. There are plenty of courses, like all of the Bowser's Castles, that could be remade ever, but they didn't. And they ended up remaking Rainbow Road twice because, yes? I don't know. And that brings Super Mario Kart to a total of 10 points because they got 10 courses remade. And that includes the double remake. Now moving on to Mario Kart 64, courses that got remade onto the DS include Moo Moo Farm, Frappe Snowland, Choco Mountain, that's how I say it, and Banshee Boardwalk. Now for the Wii courses, they remade 4 courses for the N64, including Mario Raceway, Sherbet Land, Bowser Castle, and DK Jungle Parkway. Now moving on to Mario Kart 7. Mario Kart 7 remade 3 courses: Luigi Circuit, Koopa Troopa Beach, and Calamari Desert. Yes, they took the 3 remaining courses from the Mushroom Cup and remade them. And now Mario Kart 8 Deluxe decided to remake 4 courses: Toad's Turnpike, Royal Raceway for some reason, Yoshi Valley, and the Rainbow Road, leaving Wario Stadium without a remake. For a total of 15 points for the Mario Kart 64. Moving on to Super Circuit, the DS remade 4 courses for this as well, including, I think that's Peach Circuit, Bowser's Castle 2, Luigi Circuit, and Sky Garden. Now the Wii was not as loving as the DS and decided to only remake 2 courses, and that was Shy Guy Beach and Bowser's Castle 3. And then Mario Kart 7 was even more unloving and only remade 1 course from the Game Boy Advance, and that was Bowser's Castle 1. And then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe decided, hey, you know, we'll give you 3 courses, and that was that one, and that one. I don't remember the names. I think that one's Cheeseland. Cheeseland got remade, and it doesn't even have the mice like the original, so Mario Kart 8 Deluxe ruined it. If any game needs more love, it's definitely Game Boy Advance, because it doesn't even have its Rainbow Road remade. SNES got their Rainbow Road remade twice, but nope, none for Game Boy Advance. Anyway, that leaves Super Circuit with a total of 10 points. Moving on to Double Dash, the DS remade 4 courses. Luigi Circuit, Baby Park, that one, I don't know the name, and Yoshi Circuit. Anyway, it's something to do with cars, probably. Anyway, and then the Wii courses that they remade were Peach Beach, the Mario Circuit of this game, Waluigi Stadium, and DK Mountain. And then Mario Kart 7 remade 2 courses, Daisy Cruise Line, something? Daisy Boat, and Dino Land. And then the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe gave them another 4 courses, including Baby Park getting remade a 2nd time, Desert. Okay, it's Desert. And then that ice one, and Yoshi Circuit again. Yay! For a total of 14 points for Double Dash. Moving on to the Mario Kart DS courses that got remade, starting with the courses that the Wii remade. We have Yoshi Falls, the Desert one, Delfino Plaza, and Peach Gardens. You know, I've realized that in each Mario Kart game, there's like one course that's like the course for that one. We got the Rainbow Road, the Bowser's Castle, the Mario Circuit, the Luigi-ish course, and then also what's that other course? Oh, the desert course, the snow-ish one. You know, there's some with like snow, maybe some ice. You know, that's pretty much it. I think there's like a water one usually. Yeah, that looks to be correct. Yep, like you get what I'm putting down. Sometimes there's cars involved. I think most of them have cars involved. But anyway, moving on. Mario Kart 7 gave 4 courses to the DS, including Luigi's Mansion, Waluigi Pinball, DK Pass, I want to say, and Airship Fortress. Yeah, it's hard to remember some of these Mario course names because there's so many that are kind of similar. It's hard to remember, and I didn't write a script, so maybe I should write a script. Anyway, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe added 3 courses, including Cheap Cheap Beach, and that one I remember because it says Cheap Cheap Beach right there. You see right there, it says Cheap Cheap Beach right there on the screen. You see, okay, anyway, 8 Cheap Cheap Beach, Tick-Tock Clock, and Wario Stadium. Yes, there's 2 Wario Stadiums, and the only reason I care to remember that is because I'm enraged that Mario Kart DS even bothered making another course called Wario Stadium when there's already a course called Wario Stadium that is supremely better than this Wario Stadium, and I'm the only person that thinks that. Moving on to the point system, I'm also adding +1 point per retro cup to all these courses that actually made the retro courses in the past get remade. So since Mario Kart DS has 4 retro cups holding a bunch of retro courses, it gets 4 extra points added on to these points for a total of 15 points. Moving on to Mario Kart Wii, courses that got remade from Mario Kart 7 were Mushroom Gorge, Coconut Mall, Koopa Cape, see there's the water one, and Maple Treeway, everyone's favorite course that I didn't remember to put on the list. I was gonna do that. Okay, moving on to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Moo Moo Meadows, Wario's Gold Mine, which they kind of nerfed. I don't know why. I mean, it was, you know, it was hard, but that was the fun of it. Now it's easy and annoying. It's annoying how easy it is compared to the original. Anyway, and they also made Grumble Volcano, but you knew that already. And as well as Mario Kart DS, they have 4 retro cups for a total of 11 points. Moving on to Mario Kart 7, on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe remade some of these courses. Let's see which ones they did. Oh, yep, Music Park, I played that. Yep, I played that one too. That's Piranha Plant Slide. Oh, Neo Bowser City. And the DK one, yeah. I think that's it. Yeah. Anyway, don't forget about the +1 per retro cup thing for a total of 8 points. Good job, Mario Kart 7, you're here. Now, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is here, but don't forget about that +1 point per retro cup thing, because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has a bunch of those. 6 of them, so it gets 6 points. Sometimes this is so stupid that it's funny. Let's throw those points into the chart. Wow. Wait, what? That's what the points said? Okay, I guess 64 and DS have taken the lead on those. Jeez, I don't remember this at all. I made this like a week ago and was all like, I'm gonna make a video. So yeah, moving on from that, we move on to the lonely points. Now you might have been wondering, what the crap are lonely points, Tommy? You probably just skipped to this point in the video just to find out what I mean by lonely points. Well, lonely points are given to games based on how much you can play the game by yourself. Because sometimes you don't have friends. I have friends, so don't worry. But some people don't. Or they're not able to play with them right now at this moment in time. The time that this is being recorded in. What time is it? 2020, yes. Okay, so lonely points are given based on how well you can play it by yourself, obviously. So, each game has certain modes that you can play it by yourself and that influence you to be like, hey, I'll play this by myself. Super Mario Kart has time trials. And that's it, because it's Super Mario Kart and all it had was time trials going for it. So it gets 5 points. Mario Kart in 64 has time trials and ghosts for a total of 6 points. So that happened. Moving on to Super Circuit, they have time trials, ghosts, this thing called Quick Run, and the fact that it's a handheld. Now, you may be wondering why the heck that's on the list. That is because you're more inclined to play a game that's a handheld game, because you're able to take it with you other places by yourself, like in a car, or on a run, or sitting on the couch. You're more inclined to play a handheld by yourself. So Super Circuit gets 8 points. Next up, Mario Kart Double Dash has time trials, ghosts, staff ghosts, and unlockables. Yes, you heard me right. No other game has had unlockables until this one. But they did. They had unlockable characters and some carts. So that inclines you to play it by yourself because, oh, you know, I want to unlock all the stuff. Staff Ghosts are an evolution of Ghosts, and you get to play it more. Now, Unlockables is definitely something you're not going to be able to figure out how much points it's going to be worth, because I give it points based on how many Unlockables there are. So this game gets a total of 10 points. Moving on to Mario Kart DS, we have Time Trials, Ghosts, Staff Ghosts, Unlockables, Missions, and the fact that it's a handheld. That's a lot of junk. Now, you may be wondering, what the heck are missions? If you don't know, missions are this thing that literally say, hey, this is a one-player thing, and they're little, like, side quest things. They're kind of fun. And definitely as a kid, I played them a lot, and I did all the missions, and I beat all the bosses. Yes, there's bosses in Mario Kart, guys, and it's not just racing. It's crazy, man. But yeah, and so that gave Mario Kart DS a total of 20 points, just based on all that. They had unlockables, such as Rob. Did you know Rob was there? Rob was there, guys. Anyway, moving on to Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii had Time Trials, Ghosts, Staff Ghosts, and Unlockables. And Mario Kart Wii had a significant amount of unlockables. Significantly more unlockables than Double Dash, which threw it up to 11.5 points. And yes, I just said threw it up. Okay. Hey, you see that 0.5 there? Remember how I said I was going to iron out those decimal points from earlier? I'm doing it right now. Moving on to Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. Time Trials, Ghosts, Staff Ghosts, Unlockables, and the fact that it's a handheld. And it has a good amount of unlockables, so I gave it a total of 12.5 points. And then moving on to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we got Time Trials, Ghosts, Staff Ghosts, Unlockables, and the fact that it's a handheld. But the thing is, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe does not have as many unlockables as you might think. It does have a bunch of carts, but it only has one unlockable character. It does have a bunch of cart pieces, but like that's the other thing. You're not gonna like, oh, I have to go collect a bunch of coins. You're gonna do that whenever you want to play the game. I'm more inclined to unlock characters than I am inclined to unlock car parts. Because, you know, usually I just work with what I got and I make a cart out of whatever cart pieces I got. But the fact that there's only one unlockable character, that is Gold Mario, and I've already done that, I don't really feel inclined to play that game as much. So I didn't give it as many points for the unlockables, but it did still end up with a total of 11 points. And that brings our chart to this. Yeah, so apparently I wrote down the wrong numbers in here, so ignore the point numbers there. They were wrong for a second there. Past Tommy's not gonna know what he's talking about for this part, but yeah, he screwed up the points. And he'll realize that in a bit. It'll be pretty funny when you see him realize it. But yeah, Past Tommy's an idiot. And the total is to be revealed. Time to rank the Mario Karts. Coming in at 8th place is... oh no. Super Mario Kart. No, hang on. Alright. I was rooting for this. I was rooting for Super Mario Kart to win out. Just win out over the nostalgia. Like, oh, you know, it's the first Mario Kart. It started it all. I even gave it like pity points at the beginning, like with those course things. There has to be another way. And there is. There's something I completely forgot to mention until this point in the video. In Super Circuit, nobody remembers this, but Super Circuit actually had extra tracks where they remade every single course from the SNES on the Game Boy Advance, where you could play every single course on the Game Boy Advance. So that counts for our retro points. So that means that Mario Kart Super Circuit gave Super Mario Kart 1 extra point for each of their courses, giving them a total of 30 points in the retro section. And since Super Circuit ranged these courses out over not 4 but 5 cups, they bring their score of 10 to 15 points in the retro section. And now, with that added points, now Super Mario Kart has the supreme lead over all the other courses in the retro points. And Super Circuit is also there. Again, ignore the points. The points are wrong. Past Tommy's an idiot. This is me, future Tommy. Don't worry. You can tell us apart because I'm cooler. The numbers are wrong for him, but I have the right numbers. So just have a little look-see at these right numbers for a second. Okay, bye. But now we'll go over the points. And coming in at 8th place is... Dang it! Oh, fine, whatever. Super Mario Kart. I tried, guys. I tried. It didn't... Oh. Still in last place. Yeah, the points, it just didn't work out. Whatever, I guess. In 7th place is... Oh, man. Alright, whatever. It's Game Boy Advance. Yep, okay. Time for all the real Mario Karts. The quote-unquote real Mario Karts. Let's rank all the Mario Karts. We got all the garbage out of the way. All the stuff that nobody cares about. Coming in at 6th place is... Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. It just didn't have enough originality going for it. You know, I played this game once. I didn't even know I owned it until I looked in my DS case and was all like, oh, I have Mario Kart 7? Does that mean I own all the Mario Karts? Yes, it does. It does mean I own all the Mario Karts. I didn't even know I owned this one, but now I know. And I also know that I own all the Mario Karts. And that's what prompted me to make this video. So I guess all Mario Kart 7 has going for it is the fact that it prompted this video. But is that a good thing? Moving on, 5th place is a tie between Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart Double Dash. So we're just going to throw the number 4 in here. Yeah, they ended up with a tie, the same amount of points. I forgot this was a tie until this moment just now. But yeah, so Mario Kart Double Dash and Mario Kart Wii are both very different games. Some might say that Mario Kart Wii is the worst one just because of its motion controls, but you can get around that by using a Joy-Con, or what is it? Nunchuck? Yeah, the Nunchuck. Or, you know, plugging in one of those extra controllers, or plugging in a GameCube controller, that thing that everyone likes so much. And Double Dash is agreed upon by most people saying it's the best course, and I tried, guys. Seriously, like, I threw a bunch of points in it, like, okay? The only other thing I could have added to it, beside, like, points-wise, is just putting in a category saying, oh, it was made on the GameCube? Oh, then it should get, like, 20 points, and then maybe it would have been higher, but even then, nah. I couldn't just do that, so, based mathematically, Mario Kart Double Dash and Mario Kart Wii tie for 5th/4th place. Coming in at 3rd place is Mario Kart 64. Now, I'm sorry, okay? This is my favorite Mario Kart, and I didn't expect it to get this high when I was using math, okay? I think that's mainly because of only my opinion-based parts, but still, you know? It's not a bad Mario Kart. You can go back. It has a good amount of good courses, and a lot of stuff is fun. Like, it's got great courses and great battle courses. And it's a great Mario Kart. Glad it took 3rd place. And in 2nd place is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Seriously, when I started making this list of mathematics, I was like, oh, well, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a supreme lead on everything. And I forgot completely about the number 1 spot. I didn't actually expect that anything other than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe would make the number 1 spot when making this list. But mathematically, the number 1 Mario Kart is Mario Kart DS. It just has it all, guys. It has the most amount of players able to play on it, a good amount of great courses, Battle modes are fun. The missions, you can play it by yourself. It's great, guys. It's the perfect Mario Kart. And if you haven't played it in forever, I definitely suggest to pick it up again and play it some more. After I made this list to start with, I actually picked it up and played it again. And I was like, wow, this is more fun than I remember it being. But yeah, and here we're going to reveal, oh, look at the numbers. Yep, it had a commanding lead in points. I don't know how nobody saw this coming. Don't mind the 50 in the first section. It took the game by storm. But no, that is not to say that any of these other Mario Karts are bad. Of course, everyone might say that Mario Kart Double Dash is great, is the best one, and Mario Kart Wii is the worst one, but they tied, so don't even worry about it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is definitely nothing to sneeze at. Mario Kart, they have done good things after moving up from Mario Kart 7. Mario Kart 7 performed really low on this, and I always think of it as a really bad one, but looking at the points, it was literally 1 point away from tying with Mario Kart Wii and Double Dash, so yeah. Anyway, that's it for this. Wait, are these points wrong? Did I do the points wrong? I think I did some of the points wrong. We're gonna ignore that. I swear I did the math right. What did I do? Hang on. Why is there a decimal point, but there isn't one in the total? I changed it? Why are these points wrong? What? When did I screw this up? I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of this video. Well, not too much, but it's still an annoying amount. How did I write numbers and then get the numbers wrong on the chart? Past Tommy is making me annoyed. Alright, hang on. Hey, it's me again, Future Tommy. You remember me from earlier? Yeah, I was there earlier. Past Tommy's an idiot and he has to go back and fix this, but I already fixed it because I'm Future Tommy, so don't worry about that. The points are right. Yep, the points are correct, and these are the totals. But yeah, that is it for this episode. Tune in next time to see me do something maybe like this. Who knows? I mean, come on. Since YouTube took away my comment section, you should follow me on Twitter and talk to me there if you have any comments or something. That might seem like a lot of hassle, but I mean, come on, like, it's just annoying that YouTube took away the comment section. I think I get it back if I reach 1,000 subscribers, but I doubt that's happening like ever. I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually gotten any subscribers. I think I've been at 195 for a while now, but anyway, check out some of my other videos. But yeah, you could also check out my Mario Maker levels. In that Mario Maker video I made, I send out an ID and you can actually comment on my Mario Maker levels if you want to do that. And then you can be all like, hey, I'm from your YouTube video. On your Mario Kart video, you're an idiot. Then I'd be like, oh, thanks for watching my video. Yeah, I know I'm an idiot. Alright, but that's about it. I'm just gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. It's not very professional, but it'll do. It'll do. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Tune in next time to see some more stuff. Hasta la pizza!